For the next page in my album, I want to include a calendar. So I have these two options. These are both from Stitch in Time. It's a blog, and she has a different calendar every year. This year she left them undated so that you could use them for any year. And at the time that I printed them, I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use, but now that I have my album started, I think this blue one is definitely the one that will look best with what I have here so far. So because they're undated, I'll need to add in my own days and dates. So I went through my stamps and I found a few options. For the days of the week, I have this Kelly Purkey stamp. I think it's from last year. It's called Document the Days. And I think that these days of the week will just fit inside these little boxes. So I think I'm gonna use those. And then there are some small numbers here as well, so I could just use those, but I did find a few other options. There are these from an old Studio Calico kit that I thought might work, or another old Studio Calico stamp that I thought would also work. They're a little bit different than the numbers in here. So I'm just gonna test them out on the other calendar and see what I like. And I think I'm just gonna stamp them all in black ink just to keep things simple. And then I'll embellish with some other stamps and stickers, and that will add some color to the spread. So I'm gonna go stamp all of the days so that you don't have to watch that, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have almost all of the days stamped on my calendar. Of course I got ink everywhere because I am the messiest stamper on the planet, but that's okay. So what I decided to do was just stamp the 25 in red. So I have a few options for reds here. I have a couple from Color Theory. I have Well Red and Brick House, which I'm pretty sure that's going to be too orange, but I decided to grab it just in case. And then I have Real Red and Cherry Cobbler from Stampin' Up. So I'm going to grab the Merry Days collection, since this is what I'm mostly using. I want to open it up to this red page. I'm going to try and match that red as best that I can. So I'm just going to use the bottom of this printed calendar. I'm already getting it everywhere. That's okay. To test out these reds, and use my stamp chamois to clean them up in between. Try Well Red. It's much brighter. Oh goodness, I really am the messiest stamper. I cannot stamp anything without getting ink all over myself and my table, and usually the project I'm working on as well. Are any of you like that? I don't know what the deal is. Me and ink just do not get along. Okay, so that is Real Red. And then one more to try. Cherry Cobbler, which looks much darker. I'm guessing this is going to be too dark now that I see it. Yeah, that looks much much deeper, like it has a lot more black in it. Okay, so let's see. Make sure I don't have ink on my hands. I'm just gonna hold this up here. And I think I'm gonna go with the Real Red from Stampin' Up. I think I like that one best. Okay, so I'm just going to, oh goodness. I wasn't joking. I really wasn't. I am the messiest. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp 25 on the 25th. So stamping all of these days really did take some time. It was a labor of love, but totally worth it, I think. And I ended up going with the Kelly Purkey stamp, the Document the Days stamp, for both the days of the week and the numbers. I really liked the way that the numbers looked when I tested them out. So I just went with this stamp for the whole thing. That's the Kelly Purkey stamp there. And that is it. That is all of the days stamped and ready to go. So the next thing I need to do is get it into my album. And I'm not sure, I don't think I want to put it in a page protector. So I'm not sure how the best way to get it in. So I think maybe I will take out this first page and see how it lines up with, it's quite a bit smaller, but I think I can, I think it'll still work. So I think what I'm gonna do is cut it down on 3 sides and leave a little bit of extra room on this side so I can punch the holes in it, and then maybe just cover up my stamping mess and this line with some washi or a strip of paper. So I think that's what I am going to do. I'm gonna grab my paper trimmer, and I have a very small workspace, so things are always in the way. I'm constantly shuffling them around, but that's, you know, that's just the way it is in a small house. I'm happy to have any space at all to craft, even if it is just a little corner of our front porch. Okay. And then the bottom. Okay, and I think I'll probably have to trim off a little bit of this one side. I'm just not sure how much. So let me grab this page again and kind of line it up and see. Okay, so I'm just going to take my pencil and make a tiny little mark here, since I like that that width there, and then trim it there. Okay, and that, you know, that might be too wide for any washi I have, but let me see what I can find. Okay, so here are the washis that I set aside for this project. This one might work. It's not quite wide enough, I think. Or I could layer 2, that would also work. So let's see. Maybe this one, and green on the opposite side and the red in between, and there's the blue here. Maybe I could just use this. I'm not sure that I like the black. I'm being very indecisive. I'm sure this is thrilling for all of you to see. Okay, I think I need something a bit more solid to cover up that line. So maybe I'll just use gold and the red on the outside. Do I like that? Why is this so hard for me to choose? Okay, I am going to go with this red on the outside. So let's start there and then see what it looks like. This is actually one of the very first washi tapes I ever purchased. So it is probably almost 10 years old, and it's from MT Tapes. I actually purchased it at the Container Store because it was the only place I had ever seen washi, and it was brand new. The Container Store was brand new to Indiana at the time, or at least to Indianapolis. And the first time I went, I saw this pack of washi, and looking back, I paid way too much for it, but that's okay. That's how it goes. I think it was a pack of maybe 3 or 4. Well, it wouldn't have been 3, maybe 4, or it could have been 2 packs of 2. I don't remember. But yeah, some of the first washi I bought, and I still have it. So those washi rolls last a long time, don't they? I don't think I've ever gone all the way through one. in the 10 or so years I've been using washi. I don't think that's ever happened. Okay, so I like the way that that looks. I'm not sure that it even needs another layer. I don't know that I need to cover up that line because it doesn't look too bad to me right now. And of course I need to punch the holes, but something is gonna have to go on the back first. So I am going to wait to punch the holes until I figure out what I want to put on the other side. Okay, I changed my mind again. I guess this is the day of indecisiveness for me, but I decided to go ahead and just punch the holes and leave it like this for now, just because I think I'll be starting day one right away here. So I may want to just do a full page photo instead of a pattern paper. So I'm gonna wait and see what I do for day one and leave this as is. And I'm going to leave my embellishing till I work on the rest of the album as well. I may come back and do it at the end, or I may do it as I work on different days and find embellishments that represent something from that day. I'm not really sure, but for now I'm just going to leave it as is. And these are my introductory pages, and next up will be day one. So be sure to subscribe if you want to be notified when I upload new videos. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all back here soon. Bye-bye.